Hello everyone, my name is Ravish and I talk philosophy. This is the second video in a series on Immanuel Kant's moral philosophy. So in this video, we will talk about categorical imperative. So what is categorical imperatives? So categorical imperative is the fundamental principle of morality that Kant argues. So, it applies to me or to anybody, no matter what our goals and desires may be. Before all of it, I'm going to tell you what Immanuel Kant was thinking when he was writing. I mean, it's not written in any book, but of course, when you read, Immanuel Kant excessively, then you will understand what is the fundamental, principle behind, what is the fundamental, force behind writing moral philosophy. So let's say Kant knew that we human beings are a rational animal or rational being. You could say. So everything we do in nature, we want happiness. We do it for happiness. Like for say, I want to work so that I can have enough money, so that I can be happy. I can do some good stuff with that money, so that I can help my family, so that I can help my brother and sisters. So that gives us happiness, and for that we do. For that we work. And you must understand, and you should remember this, because this is the heart. This is the heart of morality in Immanuel Kant's philosophy. Kant's formulation of the categorical imperative states that you are to act only in accordance with that maxim, through which you can at the same time will that it become a universal law. Now, what does this mean? Well, let's understand this with step by step. Okay, so Kant gives us 4 fundamental steps, in which you can judge, through which you can know whether your maxim is right, whether your proposition that you have created for yourself is right or not. So the first thing that you require is to formulate a maxim that represents your reason for acting as your purpose. And once you have formulated a maxim for yourself, then Kant says, now recast that maxim as a universal law. Make it a universal law. Whatever you have made it, whatever maxim you have created, make it a universal law. And in third step, what you need to do is that you need to see whether that maxim which you have created is even conceivable, in a world governed by this law of nature. And in the fourth step, that Kant says that ask yourself whether you could or you would willingly be able to act upon such maxims, act upon those maxims that you have created. And we will understand this with examples. What if certain maxim doesn't follow? What if certain maxims does follow? In both cases, let's say first we will take when a maxim follows all the 4 steps. For example, if I say stealing is bad, so this is first maxim, this is first proposition that I have created, that stealing is bad. And now let's make it a universal law from the second step. And once we have created it as a universal law, then we have to look upon whether it is conceivable for all the rational human being, or for all the rational animals, or for all the rational human beings. Now we should ask whether we are willing to act upon that certain maxim, that certain proposition. And of course we can do it. Of course this particular statement that stealing is bad, follows all the 4 steps, which means your action is morally right. Now you're morally right human. But what if your maxim fails? There are many examples, and one examples that I can give you is that what if I say that I want to commit suicide in order to prevent future unhappiness? You see, I have created a maxim that I want to commit suicide in order to prevent future unhappiness. And let's universalize this particular maxim which I have created. And what will happen? Now let's see whether it is conceivable, whether it is, what if we put this maxim, in the universe, which is governed by the rational human. So if it becomes a natural, if it becomes a universal law, what will happen? There is going to be chaos, right? Like if everybody will think the same way, that committing suicide for the future and happiness is a good thing, then everybody will commit suicide, and then there is going to be chaos, right? So again, that is a bad thing, right? That is immoral. So Kant says that this particular maxim fails here, and I would like you to think certain maxims, certain proposition that you can think of, that could be that doesn't follow all these 4 steps, and please write it down in the comment below. So now Kant says, what if your maxim doesn't follow? What if your action doesn't follow certain these 4 steps? What should you do? Now Kant says that in this case, when your maxim fails, then you have 4 duties to act upon. And what are these duties? The first one is perfect duty towards oneself. Second one is perfect duty towards others. Third one is perfect duty towards, imperfect duty towards oneself. And the fourth one is imperfect duty towards others. And these are the 4 duties we need to follow. We need to, act upon in order to see, or in order to understand whether our action is morally right. What are these 4 duties? We will understand with an example. So let's say Kant says that refrain from suicide is a perfect duty toward oneself. So refrain from, if we will stop committing suicide, it should be, we must not commit suicide, that should be our first and foremost duty, because we have seen, if everybody will start committing suicide, then of course there is going to be chaos in nature, in society. So what you have to do is stop committing suicide. And the second thing, we talk about perfect duty towards others, and in this one Kant says that refrain from making promises you have no intention of keeping in a perfect duty towards others. It is a perfect duty towards others. Like if you're not intending to keep your promises, then do not make promises to your neighbors, to your friends, to your family, to anybody. So this should be the second duty for yourself that you require. And in third one, and this is very practical, and this is very interesting one, that Kant says that develop one's talent is imperfect duty towards oneself. So this is the third duty that Kant talks about, and this is very important, and I will tell you why it is very important. And in this imperfect duty, Kant says that developing one's talent is imperfect duty. So he gives emphasis on a rational human. He gives emphasis on human beings, and he's saying that no one is perfect. Like, for say, when I was a child, I did not know anything, right? And now I'm 24 years old, and now I speak Japanese, I speak English, I speak Hindi, I understand 5 languages, and I have learned so many things. I have qualified NET, I know literature, I know philosophy. So I have learned so many things, ever since I was born. So I have created, or I have developed, certain talents, different talents, and these talents could be shared with so many people, right? I can teach, and this is the fourth imperfect duty that Kant talks about. He says, now contribute, to contribute to the happiness of others is an imperfect duty towards others. And what he meant to say is that once you have a talent, once you have learned so many things, once you have learned so many different things, now you can teach others. And this is what I'm doing. I know philosophy, I know literature, I know different languages. So I have this knowledge, of knowing different things. Now I can teach many people. Now I can, give this knowledge to many people. This is what Kant says, that this should be the four duties. When you fail, when your action fails while performing categorical imperative. So yeah, that's all for today. In next video we will talk about more of the moral philosophy of Immanuel Kant. Stay tuned for the next video. If you like this video, please do like, comment and share with your friends. And if you have any question, any doubt, please do write down below in comments, and I will respond to all of you. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.